another one.
What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Matt Gifted Hands, back to you with another haircut tutorial, and I think that this is gonna be a dope haircut tutorial and something that you can learn from. So first off, guys, I want to go ahead and just say we have to over exaggerate the thumbnails. We have to make it look crazy because that's what gets you guys to click on it. Now sometimes it could be clickbait, but then sometimes again it could be just over exaggerated. So basically what I showed you was the crown area was a little bit light. It could also have been that the hair pattern wasn't brushed the way that the hair is supposed to lay down, but don't worry, we're going to go ahead and hook him up. This is the first time cutting his hair. He actually drove all the way from Atlanta to get a cut, and so I appreciate you coming through, man, and allowing me to record this haircut tutorial for my viewers on YouTube. And basically what we did was we did a 1.5 with the grain, and now I'm going to shampoo my client's hair to make sure that we can brush those hairs down in the natural hair pattern and lay everything down to where that area is not too exposed. And honestly, with doing the 1.5 with the grain, it actually kind of like evened out that area so it doesn't look as bad, right? Now, as you can tell, he has a nice gradiency of his hair, and the waves are popping. It's nice and full. He has a nice full hairline. There's not a lot of cowlicks. There's no widow's peak. So pretty much like the lineup itself is going to take away from any kind of like light areas or any imperfections in my client's waves. So the preparation again is always key to have a nice hairline and a nice haircut. So went ahead and shampooed my client, then we applied some mousse to lay the hair down, and now we are blow drying in the direction of the hair pattern needs to lay. So once we jump into this taper, guys, you're gonna see basically what I do is always the same steps. I create the first guideline with my trimmer, depending on if it's a bald taper or if you're doing like the clipper with no guard. But in this case, we're doing the trimmer, and then we're going to go ahead and blend into the 1.5 with the grain.
Tito, let's get it.
So now that we have completed the taper in the back, we're going to go ahead and start the size. And this is going to be a low ball taper. We want all the progress that my client has. He brushed his hair and he has waves all the way down to his temple. So I know that there's a lot of wavers out there. Now, I don't know if he considers himself a waver, but I know there's a lot of wavers out there that like to keep their progress, all the way down to their temple, to the temp area. So I didn't do a mid taper or a high taper. I did a real low taper, and you're gonna see that gradient C is just gonna look fire and blend right into that C cup and keep that area dark, because it's gonna be a low taper right into that beard. So we're gonna do the same exact steps as we did on the back of the neck taper. As you can tell, guys, as we're using the corner of this blade of the cocoa hair trimmer, it's creating a nice, sharp, detailed line. Again, we prep the client's skin to allow these trimmers to do their job. Not pressing too hard. You don't want to create irritation on the client's skin. So you want to make sure you do a rough draft line, and then you're going to come back and fill that in with your razor. So I just thought that this was like a dope angle of me cutting hair. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring the haircut together and make sure we keep his lineup proportionate, crispy, sharp, straight, but no pushback. And as you can tell right there, like that, you don't need to go any further than that right there. He has a pretty perfect lineup. So again, with prepping the client's hairline and skin to allow those trimmers to do their job, that lineup is coming out real crispy. So just light touches, and then you're gonna come back and follow everything with the Get Beamed 245 hair pencil. And you want to do a color that matches close to the client's skin, and you want to do thin lines as well. You don't want to do thick lines. So I am using the lighter side, not the white side, but the lighter side of the pencil. So again, thin lines. And then you're gonna touch everything back up with the trimmer, and that's gonna kind of just like soften up that line that you just put in there with the pencil. And once you start hitting everything with the razor to do the finished look, you're gonna see that hairline is gonna have like a shadow glow to it and make everything just pop. It's not gonna leave a bright white line around the hairline that you see these influencers and rappers rocking. It's just gonna add a nice glow effect to the lineup. So that's why you see a lot of the barbers doing this. right, y'all, so I handed the mirror to my client. Again, my first time cutting his hair, so I had to make sure everything was on point, and he actually confirmed that the haircut was fire. Again, that area is nice and blended into that 1.5. Hairline is looking crispy, sharp, proportionate. Waves are on point. Guys, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. Let's get this channel to 200,000 subscribers. And as always, Team Gifted, stay gifted. Thanks for watching.